going on, everyone? So, reviving the channel here just to talk about Boogie 2988 because this is something that I think is kind of a big deal right now. Catch you up on what's going on. So basically, Boogie 2988 is a classic YouTuber. He's famous for his Francis character where he does the stereotypical nerd voice and talks about Mountain Dew and Doritos and video games and Magic the Gathering. Like, he talks exactly like that. He does the whole gamer nerd type of thing. It was pretty funny back then. And then he became he started being more himself, and people used to call him the Mr. Rogers of YouTube because he used to be seen as like a nice charitable guy. He seemed like a cool guy at the time. Lately, Boogie's been under a lot of hot water for just being just being a weirdo lately. He had this documentary come out, talk about his life, and basically he spent a lot of money on like prostitutes and stuff like that, and just living like just a gluttonous pig, basically. Like, no pun intended, because he's literally kind of the size of one. But also what happened is he ended up on this podcast called Lolcow Live with Keemstar and Tommy C and Wings of Redemption. And yeah, so he's been doing that for a while. And it's just kind of shown how much of like an unlikable person he's become lately. He always tries to play victim through everything. If people call him out on something, he's like, oh, it's because of my covert narcissism and this and that and this and that. It's not my fault. Boo-hoo. Please pity me. Like, he does that all the time. And I could forgive that for a while because it's whatever. It's Boogie being cringe. Who cares? But this time what he did was, I think, going way too far. Basically what happened was he did a crypto scam on his fans, and he used the excuse of him having to pay for his medical bills and he desperately needs the money and I have cancer and blah 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 blah. But it turns out it's like he didn't even have cancer to begin with in the first place, because nothing's actually been confirmed, but he's been telling people for years that he has cancer. Seriously, dude? Not cool at all. For years, Boogie has been painting this whole, I have cancer, I need to pay my medical bills, I have cancer, I have a mortgage, and I have this and that and this and this and that, all these medical things and blah, blah, blah. He's been talking about how he has all these medical bills he needs to pay, so he needs to beg all his fans for money. And when he was confronted on Lolcow Live by Destiny on hey, do you actually have this? Show some proof that you have cancer or something. He's like, oh, I want to keep my medical documents secret. Here's the thing. I understand keeping your medical documents secret, but when you're Boogie and you made a whole documentary that listed off all your medical issues, but you won't actually confirm if you have cancer or not, despite the fact that you have said you have cancer and use that as an excuse to scam your fans, that's something that's not cool, unforgivable. You literally deserve to get canceled. And I don't even believe in this whole cancel culture thing at all. I don't think it exists. Because here's the thing. He deactivated all his social medias and stuff. And he says he's going to quit the internet. Well, no, he's just going to come back and do the same thing he always does. He's going to come back. He's going to say, sorry, guys. It's my covert narcissism that led me to do the decisions that I did. I have a really traumatic childhood and blah, 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 blah. And see, I do have cancer, but I don't have to prove it to you guys that I have cancer or not. Here's the thing. I get the whole aspect of you don't have to prove that you have cancer, but if you're Boogie 2988 and you constantly use having cancer as a crutch, you better have some proof if you actually have it, especially when you're crypto scamming your fans, dude. If you didn't crypto scam your fans and then use cancer as a crutch, then this wouldn't have been that bad. Also, you make documentaries where you just listed off all your medical issues. I don't get how listing off all your medical issues on a documentary is fine, but showing your papers on if you actually have it on a freaking podcast with Keemstar and all them to prove that you have it is a bad thing to you. This is kind of just proof that he probably faked it. Or he saw that he might maybe have it and just ran with it. It's actually pathetic, dude. I don't make these types of ranting, salty videos like this, but this is something where I really feel I need to get my mind, just speak my mind. I don't know. Like, I'm very disappointed in Boogie because I've never really disliked Boogie that much. I just thought, like, okay, he's a little cringy, he's weird, and he's awkward, and he likes to play victim all the time. Like, whatever. He's not, like, the worst person on YouTube right now. But right now, after literally scamming his fans and then using, like, a fake cancer thing, like, and faking that he had cancer, it paints a whole different light of this guy to me. Like, I literally do remember when people used to call him the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, and now it's, like, completely flipped around. Like, it's just weird to me, this guy. Like, bruh. Honestly, all I could say right now about it is I'm just very disappointed in Boogie. And it's like, okay, who cares about what I think? But this is, like, a common thing that everyone else is thinking, and I just really want to voice my opinion on Boogie. Just, like, because I can't believe it, though. Like, really, Boogie? Like, I thought you were a cringy weirdo, but you weren't, like, a horrible person. This makes you out to be, like, a legit horrible person, and it's just, like, don't even bother pulling the whole, oh, I have covert narcissism, and please forgive me, I have a traumatic childhood thing, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of people that have traumatic childhoods and all these different mental disorders and things like that who don't fake that they have cancer or just do horrible things and just make excuses for it. There's a lot of people out here that are just, like, they deal with these things and they're just, like, trying to live their own lives and whatever. Boogie, on the other hand, he's just, like, fat and lazy, and he just, like, wants to not fix himself, I guess, you know? It's just, like, we're supposed to see these people as, like, influencers, but this is, like, not someone who you should let influence anything in your life. And this is why I think the whole term of influencers is pretty cringe anyway. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a different video than what I usually make. I usually just want to talk about stuff that I think is funny, but I just want to rant about this dude. Like, I'm just very disappointed in Boogie, and I don't like what he's doing at all. And I just think it's kind of shameful. Honestly, huge shame on Boogie. And yeah, I hope he doesn't, like, it sounds messed up. I kind of hope he doesn't come back to the internet after this. Like, that's just not cool. Don't fake that you have cancer. Don't fake that you have, like, some, like, mortal, like, high mortality type of illness just for clout and make dumb excuses about it. Like, it's just not cool, for real. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day. And I hope you guys like listening to me yapping about this. More vids to come, maybe. I don't know. Like, I got a job recently, so that's why I haven't uploaded in, like, 3 weeks. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I got you, Thin Dog Boy.